You're listening to the Packernet Podcast Network.
You're a podcast listener, and this is a podcast ad. Reach great listeners like yourself with podcast advertising from Lips and Ads. Choose from hundreds of top podcasts offering host endorsements, or run a reproduced ad like this one across thousands of shows to reach your target audience with Lips and Ads. Go to lipsandads.com now. That's LIBSYN ads.com. You're a podcast listener, and this is a podcast ad. Reach great listeners like yourself with podcast advertising from Lips and Ads. Choose from hundreds of top podcasts offering host endorsements, or run a reproduced ad like this one across thousands of shows to reach your target audience with Lips and Ads. Go to lipsandads.com now. That's LIBSYN ads.com.
Actually, it's the lead play in our offense. Yes, a YN or a tight end to open up somewhere between 6 feet and 9 feet. Get an isolation with the linebacker. Tell the tackle to take the defensive end if he's over him. If he's not, to drive down on the first man to his inside. If the YN has the linebacker taken out, he cuts inside. If the YN has the linebacker in, he comes all the way around. If you look at this play, what we're trying to get is a seal here and a seal here. And try to run this play in the alley.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome into Packers Total Access. My name is Clayton. You can check us out on Packernet.com. Find me on Twitter at Packers_access. Email us, PackersTotalAccess@gmail.com. Text us, 865-658-5824. Join alongside Emilio in Tennessee. We got Tim live in Green Bay. We have got Jacob in Wisconsin on the Minnesota border. What's those Wisconsinites saying up there lately, Jacob? They stirring any trouble? How they feeling about the season coming up, man?
It's fine. Today's like the most perfect day ever. I don't know about you, Tim, but it was like 75. There was a breeze, just the slightest little chill, but mostly it was like a warm breeze. You know what breeze is?
I'm glad it's nice up there. Man,
yeah, seriously.
We had Dorothy and Toto flying by over here today, man. All kinds of tornadoes in the area. I was telling Emilio, man, we were out of the customer's house mowing, and she came out and said, "Y'all want to come get in the basement?" I said, "Nah, we got to keep this thing moving." Yeah, I said, we'll see you on the other side. You may see our mower come flying back through the neighborhood here, man. We're going to keep this thing rolling. So.
As long as you can go, man. Until that lightning starts striking down, then that's when you call it.
Exactly.
Did you guys see that they're remaking Twister and calling it Twisters?
Twisters?
Twisters. They're
calling it Twisted Sisters.
I don't know if you can find another truck like that, though. That thing was a beauty.
Plus, that guy died, so.
Yeah, rest in peace to my guy. Put it on the table.
Is it Bill Pullman?
All right, y'all straighten up. Let's give a quick shout. Let's get some business out of the way. So tonight, obviously, we're going to get into some Marshawn Lloyd chalk talk. I'm excited about this. Got a packed house in here, obviously, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to kick it off. I like the new tradition we've started when we do these kind of prospect chalk talks. We kind of kick it off with a little high school tape, which is a lot of fun. So. Let's go back to
I'm pretty sure
Jacob.
Schedule, I'm pretty sure, is dropping next week, I heard. I heard the 14th, but they're saying the 15th. So let's get a confirmation in the chat before we do any scheduling.
They said Thursday this week.
Yeah, someone tweeted out last week, a pretty prominent Twitter account said that the rumor was the 9th.
Chris says the 15th. Drew goes, the schedule drop on the 15th.
There you go. All right.
Dick says schedule next week, it was delayed.
Yeah, that's not the first time that's happened either. It's really weird how they do that. So
schedule next Wednesday. Okay, so yeah, that's what I thought too.
Cool, good deal. There you go. All right, so
so that gives everybody another week to get into the Patreon group. Clayton, take it over.
Patreon group, we got one. Y'all join it. There you go. You can click on the link. There's the link in the description of the video if you guys want to join that. And again, we're going to be giving away the autographed football. It's autographed by Paul Horning. We were going to do it tomorrow night because we had heard rumors that the schedule release was going to drop, but obviously it got delayed. So we want to do it as kind of a celebration. When we got these, I immediately thought of, what was it, Wagon Crashers. Remember the painting Celebration? I call it Celebration. That's me. Anyway. like a rat on acid tonight. So
thick.
Oh my God, already off the rails.
No, but it is really easy to join Patreon. All you got to do is, even if you don't want to click the link on Clayton, go to Google, type in Patreon, type in Packer Fan Total Access, and you're there, bro. It is too simple.
M. Smitty said, best Patreon group to send your Emilio race car bed memes to. Hey,
I'm in there.
I'm there, man. No doubt about it. Yeah. All right, we're done acting stupid here. You done, Emilio? You finished? Trying to be professional and promote something just for me to screw it up? That's the way it works. All right, let's get to the high school tape. This is DeMatha Catholic. I believe it was in South Carolina. This is Marshawn Lloyd back in the day, back when he was knee-high to a grasshopper. Let's check out his high school tape here, fellas. I'm going to have it muted, all right, just because we got some sound here, a little bit of music, but showing some burst off the edge there. You can see him kind of kick it in. Cue up the Home Depot music. What you make this cat miss right here? Whoops. A little outside stretch play look like, right?
That's good blocking from the wide receivers downfield.
Great burst right there, boys. Watch him hit the backside right here. Bang.
Wow. That was a 3rd and 7, too. They just handed it off to him.
These are my favorite. This is what he does really well, and you've seen it at USC, too. The middle gets clogged. Watch him just bounce that thing out. Really, really fluid with change of direction, no doubt about it. Love it. All right, here we go. A little outside stretch again. Look like it might have actually been inside zone. He just cut it to the outside there. Running through. Oh, Lord have mercy. Wow. You see that, Tim?
Woo! Dang. Woo. Dude, that's like a Tyreek Hill style cut.
Get that juke. You got a sniper in the stadium.
You know that guy didn't even go to school on Monday.
Look at the linebacker. That guy just, whoa, yeah. I've never seen one that bad. Look at, his face gets down.
He should have stayed down, like his ankle got broke or something, and just played it off.
I would have played it off.
Wow.
That little hurdle at the line of scrimmage, carrying 3 defenders into the end zone. You love to see it.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. There you go. All about that pad level.
Bang. Right through the defender. I love it.
Yeah, people in the pod are going, this is great. You guys are going, ooh, wow, awesome. We're going to get to Chalk Talk in just a second. We like to kick it off. Oh, Lord. How many did he make miss right there? 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
And yeah, you say his change of direction, like we talked about how his speed was more impressive because he goes from like 0 to 60 super fast and he can cut, but I didn't realize he can cut like on a dime and do a lot of like that's Dion style jukes. Like that's crazy.
And in many cases while he's getting hit too, Jacob, like that's what we talk about in contact balance, right?
Yeah.
And he's not afraid of the contact. Right. You know, he doesn't run to the sideline every time he finds a cut lane and we're going north and south.
Oh, a little pass play there. Did you see that? Out of the slot in high school. Just a little slant, backside window, bang. Oh, here we go.
He's a baller.
Thick.
Hit it again, Tim.
Thick.
Every time he scores, we need it.
Thick. That he is. Okay.
Dude, if he scores on this one, we definitely.
Oh boy, he is thick.
Dude took it 50.
No, we shouldn't have started this.
No, we should have. This is the best thing that's ever happened to this crappy show.
Tim, give him that. He's thick.
How far is this one? Another 50 yards?
Look at that cutback.
Wow.
Whoop.
Yeah, his right tackle missed the block there too, and he still got him. Look,
it's all part of the plan.
It kind of looks like misdirection, but it isn't, right?
Yeah.
Love it, man. Yeah, so been balling for a while, obviously. Love to see it. Burst, stiff arm, juke, carrying a defense. That thing's going to get some run this year, boy.
Oh, here we go. A little bubble.
A little bubble action.
Look at that.
Hey.
Wow.
To the house. Look at this guy kicking rocks right here in the middle. What the hell is he doing? This poor kid right here. Let's see. They said, go kick rocks. He's like, man, dadgummit. All right, there you go. So there was the high school highlights, obviously. Marshawn Lloyd. Now let's get to the chalk talk. Y'all ready for it, boys? We're going to go full screen here, make it a little easier to see. And you guys just confirm that you can see this. We good?
Good to go.
All right, so here we go. I'm not going to go into too much detail, who they're playing, down the distance, all that good stuff. We're just going to kind of talk about what the play call most likely was. Again, keep in mind, I'm no expert at Packer football. I'm damn sure no expert at college football. But you do get a good idea of what USC like to do. Like, it's not labeled RPO here, but there is a little RPO action with a little smoke on the top part of the screen here. But they're an 11-gun, dub nasty, strong left. It's going to be a GT pin and pull. You hear us talk about pin and pull all the time. Let's explain what that means real quick. And some people, would disagree on some of the minute details. That's okay. Typically with a pin and pull, what you've got is you've got offensive line pinning in one direction. These inside guys are pinning. And the reason we say GT pin and pull, those guys are kicking in. The tight end's going to get up here and try to get a lead block. And you're going to have the guard. That's the G of the GT, right? And then the tackle. That's why it's called GT. Okay, so it's GT power. Essentially, well, GT pin and pull because they are pinning as they're pulling, right? You'll notice up here's what I was talking about. You'll see a little smoke action, but you can tell it's just a run play all the way. Let's watch what our boy Lloyd does here in 50% speed. Look, kind of gets hemmed up in the back. That's the patience we're talking about, man. He's so patient in the backfield. Does a really, really good job with that. Look at my man. You see my guy swimming in the dirt just now?
Oh, you see his head spike twice, too.
Look at that.
Can you rewind that real quick? I think what's more impressive is that he's patient, but I don't want to say patient because he doesn't hesitate, but he's really good at reading his lead blocker, and he's good at making that one cut, using that blocker and moving around him. There's so many times I watched AJ Dillon, and I mean, Aaron Jones is really good at this too, where he would just kind of read the guy's, what he's going to do, knowing that the blocker's going to engage contact with him before he's going to. So he just reads these so well, and then he explodes through the hole like a meal.
Last second setup, man. Watch here as he gets closer to the gap. Watch right there. He set that backer completely up for that lead block. Beautiful play. So again, they run a lot of power, a lot of pin and pull. We ran quite a bit of pin and pull last year, but we don't run a whole lot of power. Pin and pull is very similar in that regard. You got to be patient behind those lead blockers, whether it's just a GT, a TT, or a GT, a T alone. Could be just a guard pulling. There's that patience we've seen setting the block up. Also, on occasion, you'll see the center pull as well. USC didn't do a whole lot of that in the tape I watched. It was mostly just GT pin and pull. So
we saw him do that Juke in high school, though. He has been perfecting that for years. Set him up, don't stop your feet, keep him chopping, and he made his break.
Mm-hmm. All right, so right here we're going 11 gun, H Pro, strong left, another GT pin and pull. Okay, so a strong left. I'm imagining they're running to the left. Yeah, so you got your H and the Pro. What we're talking about is this kind of a gun pro set. You got two backs in the back in the backfield, kind of splitting the quarterback. That guy right there is your H. Okay, think Josiah DeGuara. Some people don't want to think Josiah DeGuara, but he's kind of playing that position. All right. Once again, GT pin and pull. What do we talk about? Right, we're crashing down. Guard, you already see the guard getting a jump. And what the tackle will typically do, if they get outside pressure, he'll just seal it off out here. But in most cases, he'll get up here as a lead blocker as well. Right. This is old Lombardi ball right here, boys, is what it is. Look at that. Stuck in the backfield. This guy averaged, I think it was 7.6 yards per carry, Jacob, last year. He was, I think, 6th in all of college football amongst running backs in yards per attempt.
Coach Prime was walking down the sideline. Unbelievable.
I mean, look at this. You got this hemmed up. They played it perfect.
You got 3 deep safeties. They all close in. That far right safety blew it, dude. He collapsed.
Thick. I mean, his ball carrying vision is pretty impressive.
Look at Coach Prime. Unbelievable.
I mean, his ability not to freak out, though, that's pretty cool to see. He doesn't panic, and he just uses his vision and goes back across the field to make something out of nothing. So.
Absolutely, man. Next play here, you got them playing Arizona State. Pretty close game here in the third quarter. I'll highlight that. 24-21, they were up. First and 10 play. They come out in 10 gun doubles, RPO bubble right, okay? And let's talk about what all that means real quick. It's a good opportunity to kind of learn some of this offense, because again, it is kind of a pro style offense. You've seen us run a whole lot of RPO a couple of years ago. This is seeing what they did with Caleb Williams last year. They're not going to be able to do that in Chicago in the NFL. Everyone is caught on to the RPO. It doesn't mean it still can't be effective, but this is kind of cheating when you got these high flying athletes at USC, right? Especially going up against people like Arizona State, other teams like that I wouldn't call them a cupcake, but obviously don't match up as well. But basically 10 gun doubles, what you got here is you're going to have a tight end, or I'm sorry, no tight end. So it's just one running back, right? 0 tight ends. That's why it's 10, 1-0 equaling 10. So you just got a 4 wide receiver set, right? You got your halfback, and you're just going to kind of play a little RPO action here. So again, the 10 gun doubles, RPO bubble right. Okay. And what that means is, if I remember correctly, this guy is going to run what we call a bubble. Okay. So it's going to be a little bubble route, and this guy's going to set up the block. All right. So the goal here for Caleb is snap the ball. He's going to read the conflict defender here. Okay. He's going to kind of read this guy. If he bites there, we're just going to hand the ball off. In most cases, not most cases, in many cases, they've already decided with the hat count, the pre-snap hat count, whether they're going to run or not. If you look at the hat count, if you split the field down the middle, look at the left side right here. You see that, Tim, Emilio?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you've got a really, really good hat count on that side of the field. So obviously you'll see the bubble here as we roll it. See the bubble set up. They're just going to hand it off, like the hat count, bounce it out. Again, just look at that right there.
Oof.
Absolutely. We got to take it back. And the system's glitching a little bit. I apologize. A little choppy tonight. I don't know what's up with that.
Probably that thunderstorm rolling in, Clayton.
It could be.
You put that safety on skates, though, for real.
No doubt. And again, it's not just the little hop, step, juke, whatever you want to call it. It's setting it up. As the safety gets up there and breaks down right there, he's got him, right? Look at the bend in Marshawn Lloyd's body right here, right? He sold everything with his hips, as Shakira says. Right?
I was going to say, he doesn't telegraph the angle he's going to take. Like, he's really good at, like you just talked about, his body doesn't seem to, like, he just kind of moves very effortlessly, but he'll change direction on a dime and just completely change angles, and he doesn't seem to lose speed, which is weird.
He can throw a really nice head fake. Really bait the dude in, sell everything in his upper torso, and then break off, keeping his lower torso moving the direction he wanted to.
Do you think that's why he had some ball security issue? Because I have seen on some of his highlights where I'm like, oh, dude, put the ball in your other hand. Like, you just broke it to the outside. Like, just put the ball in the other hand. And maybe I haven't seen, his low light stuff, so I don't know if it's very blatant like that, but that's his biggest knock. I think even in the chat today, a bunch of people were speaking about how he has ball security issues. Well, I know that's something that we can coach, I think, out of him. But.
Right. I mean, if back in the day, if you're comfortable with it in your right hand, run with it in your right hand, even if you're running up, the left hash. But I know what you're saying. But I hope that it's not a problem. Like you said, I think we can coach it out of him. Clayton, you're muted, kid.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
Thick.
AFM in the chat said Lloyd ball security scares the crap out of me. He had 4 fumbles last year. Okay, and I think he had like 170 carries. The 4 fumbles was 36th most in college football, if I remember correctly. Again, he averaged 7.6 yards a carry, which was 6th best in college football. So that seems to be the downside, right, is ball security. So if they get that straightened out and don't let it affect his ability to make guys miss, it could be huge. So, it was AFAM that said Lloyd ball security scares the crap out of me. M. Smitty fired back, said, AFAM, you should go coach Lloyd, given your expertise on handling balls. So, I'm back here to Chalk Talk. All right, so here we got USC against Notre Dame. I mean, don't mind the score here, guys. It is what it is. They are the Fighting Irish. They were up 24-6 here. But they come out in 11 gun doubles. They're going to go Y flex, speed left. Okay, now what all that means, your Y flex is going to be flexed out. I believe your Y is down here, if I remember correctly. Again, it could be a little bit off on this because of the fact that, we don't know every college football team's personnel when we're breaking down these prospects. But to me, that looked like the Y, so they kind of went a little Y flex out there and looking for a mismatch on a smaller corner, I'm sure. Looked like they're giving a little bubble action right here, too. Notice that, right? So a little bubble look there, but what they're running here is speed left. It's going to be a speed option, okay? Quarterback takes the ball. He and the running back are going in the same direction, And basically the quarterback is going to read the first defender he comes across. If the defender stays on him, if he squares up, you pitch the ball, right? If the defender kind of stays strafing and tries to go towards the running back, fake that pitch and cut it upfield. He's going to pitch it to Marshawn here. All right, so we'll speed
Caleb
up.
Williams is sunshine. I can't make that pitch, coach.
You're a liability. You're a liability, Ryan.
Show some open field bursts too, man. Really does. So there you've seen GT a couple of times, right? Pin and pull. That might have been really what sold the Packers on him, is the fact that we like to run a lot of that pin and pull, right? But that time you've seen a little speed option. It almost looked like a busted play too. That could have been the case where they were supposed to run a read option. He noticed that Marshawn Lloyd kicked out. All right, let's just run a little speed. But here we are against California. 11 gun, tray left, play action, T leak. All right, so this is going to be a little passive play here. Basically what you got here in 11 gun, you got one running back, one tight end. Okay, he's playing off there, so that will be strong left off. We're going to go play action, T leak. So basically going to play fake it to the running back, and then he's going to leak out of the backfield, okay, for a passing play. Let's watch it here. We'll play action, see him set up, almost like he's setting up the block.
We all have smartphones, and we all know they're pretty amazing, but they also can be amazingly distracting, especially when we're around other people. So US Cellular wants us to reset our relationship with our phones by putting down our phones for $5. That's right, a company that sells phones wants us to put down our phones. And to see what we find, learn more at uscellular.com/built for us. Passion, drive, and patience. The formula for winning championships is also what keeps your ride or die alive. eBay Motors has everything you need to maintain your vehicle and level it up to peak performance. Superchargers, roof racks, exhaust kits, LED headlights, and more. Whether you're into speed, power, or style, eBay Motors has you covered. With over 122 million parts for your number one ride or die, you'll always find exactly what you're looking for. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, your part is guaranteed to fit your ride every time or your money back. Because with eBay Motors, you're burning rubber, not cash. With the parts you need at the prices you want, it's easy to make your car the MVP and bring home huge wins. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only, exclusions apply. In the hobby, it's not easy being a fan of ripping packs or repacks. We get all hyped up thinking we're going to get some high-value Jordan Love card, but with zero transparency on available cards and hit rates, it's all just a shot in the dark. Until now, introducing slab packs from arenaclub.com, the only repack that provides real value, a complete view on all possible cards, and clear hit rates for each one. Now when I buy slab packs on Arena Club, it finally feels like I know what I'm getting. And honestly, the best thing for me and my son is the fact that we're kind of novices into this. When I walk into a card shop with my son, and a card says it costs $40, kind of just taking his word for it that that's a good value. So I appreciate the transparency on grading, as well as just getting excited about seeing what you could potentially get. Right now, you can get 10% off your first purchase by going to arenaclub.com/packdaddy. Wow, that's crazy offer. 10% off a $400 slab pack. That's $40 right there. Anyways, that's arenaclub.com/packdaddy for 10% off your first purchase.
You're a podcast listener, and this is a podcast ad. Reach great listeners like yourself with podcast advertising from Lips and Ads. Choose from hundreds of top podcasts offering host endorsements, or run a reproduced ad like this one across thousands of shows to reach your target audience with Lips and Ads. Go to lipsandads.com now. That's LIBSYN ads.com.
Now we're out. Just going to leak. Check this. This is his backyard ball right here with Caleb Williams and him. Look at him. Okay, you want to tuck up? Let's go. That's really, really good awareness from the running back position.
Right. And on what was the linebacker doing, dude? He gave it up, man.
Right.
Look at him stay on his feet like that too, man. So balanced.
Yeah,
I don't know about
man.
I don't know about you guys, but I remember one of the knocks on him was saying he didn't have that kind of breakaway speed to bring it to the house. But every single one of these plays is him. You know, he's not necessarily breaking away with his speed, but he just has a way, like Tim just said, he stays on his feet, he breaks a tackle, he gets a shoelace tackle that he runs out of. So,
listen, it's going to be, we all know it's going to be more difficult to do that at the NFL level, but, you know, the things that he did last year with that, like I said, that really, really high yards per attempt. I mean, if that translates to 4.8, right? Or, you know, who knows, a 5.2. At the NFL level, then you're off to the freaking races. That's Aaron Jones-like numbers, right? I think Aaron Jones averaged over 5 yards a carry his entire career, if I remember correctly. So, again, anytime you get over 7 yards per attempt in college football and you got over 100 carries, you're doing something special for sure. And I think it has a lot to do with what you were talking about, that contact balance, Tim, for sure.
Yep.
All right, so here we are against Nevada, coming out in a 10-gun doubles. Doubles, if you're wondering what doubles means, guys, it just basically means a 2x2. That's all it means. Some will say dub, some will say doubles, some will say 2x2, right? But I say doubles or dub if it's a long play call, if we're doing like a normal Packers chalk talk where we're calling out the entire play. But 10-gun doubles, play action, double Haas, all right, T-go. This is a really cool play because, the Packers love to use their running backs in the passing game, right? Last year it was kind of missing with Aaron Jones. He took a step back. AJ stepped up a little bit. AJ Dillon did, but still wasn't where it needed to be. So when I say double Haas, Haas is a passing concept, okay, where your number ones will curl up, right, and your number twos go deep. It's a high-low read, all right? What's cool is they're going to go play action to Marshawn Lloyd, and you're going to try to get these backers. The goal is to get these backers to pull up on the play action. And once they do, what Marshawn's going to do, I'm pretty sure this is the one where he just attacks the seam. So you're going to see essentially what this turns into is a play action 3 vert with a couple of options underneath. Now you see how the defense is playing this as well. This defender is just playing about 5 yards off the receiver. This guy's about 8 yards off. So you give your quarterback multiple options. What they weren't expecting to happen here, in my opinion, the defense, is to get that play fake and then hit them over the top down the seam. It takes a different kind of cat at the running back position to run a seam route too. But check this out. So here's a little bit in the passing game, right? Play fake, do the linebacker freeze, and get a little bit of momentum here, right down the seam. Caleb knew where he was going with the ball the entire time. It was a bad throw too. You notice that?
Right.
From the wrong shoulder, look at the adjustment, kept his balance. Another missed tackle. Got really good balance, man. Really good balance. My man was trying to house it right there.
He was. He does still have a knack to find that open field after he makes his decision.
Yeah. So far you've seen a little outside speed option look. You've seen the GT pin and pull a couple times, right? Now you've seen him run a seam route off a play action. Here we are against Cal again. Tie ball game, fourth quarter, game on the line, right? 1st and 10 play. They're on their 37-yard line. So when the game's on the line, think player, not play, right? They're going to go 10-gun, trips left, RPO, bubble 3, okay? So what that means is essentially 10-gun, you guys know what that means. It's 4 wide receivers, 1 running back, 0 tight ends equaling 4 wide receivers. I don't see a Y on the field. They're going to go with a little RPO. You guys remember what the RPO is, right? Put the ball in the belly. If you like the pre-snap look here, right, on this side, then you're going to hammer this bubble. And the reason that we said bubble 3 is because the number 3 receiver is running the bubble, okay? 1, 2, 3. You always count them from the outside in. So your number 3 is going to be running that bubble route, right? And this is why I'm not that impressed with Caleb Williams, to be honest with you, because he wasn't really, in my opinion, last year, and he did take a step back last year. Obviously, it was still enough to get him the number 1 pick in the league, but I just didn't see anything last year. It's like, yeah, man, he's really reading the defense. Even that play to Marshawn Lloyd is just a play action. All right, let him get over the top, and I'm just going to pop it in over there. Oh, inaccurate throw. I'm not that worried about Caleb Williams, me personally. So, again, RPO bubble 3, they're just going to hand the ball off here, though. Marshawn Lloyd, here we go. Look at that right there. You see the backer step up? Or not the backer, but the safety. Watch this safety right here. Watch him come flying up. And notice how Marshawn just kind of a little stutter, puts his foot in the ground, and bounces it out. Watch the safety this entire play. Right there. It's over.
Yep.
There's that speed you were talking about, Jake.
Yeah.
Look at that.
If you rewind it to the point of the cut, you see what Emilio talks about, or whoever it was, Tim, that head fake, he brutally sells that. I mean, every little kid when you're growing up in Pop Warner football, they're like, hey, just watch the waist because the head and the legs are going to make you think they're going one way, but the waist, is going to go where the ball's going kind of thing. And still watch him overdressed. Like, that's such a crazy cut right there.
You almost jumped into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just the force he uses off of his inside foot too, right there. You're gone. Yeah, that's a good point, Jacob.
And
really good at head faking.
Burns away from all the defenders, like the acceleration after his cut. I think that's what sets him apart.
That acceleration, Jacob. Looking at it, number 6 right there, that second dude. If you roll it back one more time, Clayton, real quick, he was the corner. Number 6 was, as he's coming down, he absolutely dusted him.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they're right there. They're even.
Yeah. And if we're even, I'm leaving.
If we're even, I'm leaving. You got it. Look at it. Yeah, that's a corner.
Boom, roasted.
Yeah.
Love it.
Great play.
Look at how long it takes that guy to bring him down, too.
Yeah, another 5 yards.
Like another 5 or 6 yards just trying to tackle him.
Yeah, and I think I looked that stat up, too. I won't pull it on the screen, but I think I still got it pulled up. His yards per attempt, he was fifth best running back at 7.1 yards per attempt. And there was a broken tackle plus missed tackle per attempt. He was 37.1%. To put that into perspective, the top 4 backs that are ahead of him, theirs was 17.4, 20.6, 33.3, 18.1. His was the most at 37.1%. There was no one else. Let's see where he actually stacked up. Yeah, he was second in all of college football at 37.1% for broken tackle plus missed tackle per attempt. So, as good as anyone, that's for sure. All right, here we are against Nevada. 11 gun strong left, Z nasty, RPO slot bubble, GT pin and pull. So you're going to see another GT pin and pull right here. And again, what all that means, there's your strong left look, right? You're in 11. It's one running back, one tight end. Your strong left. You're going to go Z nasty. The Z lines up on the tight end side. Notice he's in a nasty split inside the numbers. Okay, so this is a little bit of that. Marshawn played in a little bit of nasty splits out there in USC, so he's kind of set up for that in Green Bay for sure. They're going to run a little RPO, going to be a slot bubble. Okay, this is your slot over here, so they're going to try to set up the bubble, give it a look. This guy's going to look the block, right? And we're going to go GT, pin and pull once again. I believe it's to the strong side if I remember correctly. So what you're going to have is your guard pull, right? These guys are going to kind of crash in, seal off. Your guard and your tackle, look out here first, and if nothing's there, then try to bring it around. See the bubble set up. There's the GT pin and pull. When he plants that foot, man, he just goes, dude. There's that speed again.
Dude.
Beat everybody to the corner. Let's watch it one more time, man. Really appreciate that. I wish I could go slow motion. I don't know what's making this thing choppy, but I apologize. Again, right there. That's all.
So subtle.
If he knew right here, see this linebacker should have just shot out here. But that little stutter, Jacob, that's what's keeping him at home, right? Yep. That's what causes that hesitation. Now the blockers met him. He's got that, just like I said, that cutting ability to get to the edge.
Like that's not a juke. I've never actually. I don't know what you call that move. He didn't let his body come all the way down, and he just lightly let the foot kind of lead him. Like it's a subtle move, but that literally did break another 20 yards on that play.
Right there. It's like a little hop step, right?
Yep.
And not only that, you know what I call it? I call it the Le'Veon Bell, prime Le'Veon Bell. Go back and watch Le'Veon Bell his first couple of years. He would stop behind the line of scrimmage and just be like, all right, let's let everybody make the mistake. Where's my, like on the water boy, remember the kicker? Where's my B? Where's my B? There's my B.
Le'Veon Bell. Remember, he'd put his hand on the back of the line of the lineman and just sit there and just kind of slowly wait, and then he'd boom cut.
Yep, absolutely. And again, the speed to the edge, man.
That was it, Clayton. I love how people think they can come downhill on him. Then they're like 3 steps towards him, and he realized, like, dude, I got to change my angle or else I'm gonna get roasted.
Yeah, look right here. You can see the feet now. He's like, oh, crap. And I feel like he's in a good position, Amelia.
Right.
He can still get out here, right? But he underestimates Marshawn.
Yeah, he thought he could go down the line to keep up with him. Oh, boy. I should have curled that back a little bit.
No doubt.
Still didn't get there.
All right, next play, UCLA. So this is, USC was 7-4, UCLA was 6-4. So this ain't no push over here. Pretty equally matched. 11 gun empty, Trey right, T wing left. We're going flat to Will. This is really, really cool here. So he's going to be playing T wing left here. All right. And what that means is, first of all, you got 11 personnel, 1 running back, one tight end. It's an empty set, right? Trey right is real simple. If it was 3 wide receivers to the right, we call it trips right. Instead, there's a tight end that makes up the third. That's referred to as Trey. So Trey right, we're going T-wing, flat to Will. So basically, he's going to kind of attack the flat and then will this thing off down the sideline. All right, let's watch it here. So here's our second passing play. We've seen C kind of takes a peek, doesn't like it. All right, let's will this baby off. Take it right up the sideline.
Block in the back.
I was going to say it's a block in the back. But look,
block.
Ooh.
Oh,
bowling ball.
Yeah. But good hands, man. You continue to see it. Like he catches the ball really well, man.
Another kind of underthrown ball, just saying. Not great placement.
I'm telling you, dude.
Probably been leading him, probably.
I'm looking forward to us playing Caleb Williams. I really am, man.
Me too.
All right, next play. UCLA, same game. They're down 7. They being USC. 11 gun, trips left, Y flex slot, and we're going T swing here. Okay, so you could call this Trey left, but I refer to it as trips. If the tight end is still somewhat attached to the line, I refer to it as Trey. All right. If the Y is what we call flexed, then in this case in the slot, I would refer to it as trips left. So you'd say trips left, Y flex slot, T swing. So right here is just going to be a quick little swing pass, right? And they're going to just try to hit him out here. Notice it's not like a shoot, right? It's not a flat. It's kind of a swing. It's almost like it's setting up to be a wheel, but it's just a quick little swing pass. See him bend it. Whoop. Jake, that juke, man, it's everywhere.
That reminds me of Aaron Jones right there. The plant, getting the catch, looking upfield, and then somehow just falling forward, plus pass the first down, See, here he goes. Pass. I didn't even know this was going to be a bigger highlight. Look at him.
Right.
Just bobbing and weaving, man.
He got about 20 extra yards that wasn't there.
Yeah.
Dude's going to have a 90 juke on Madden coming out of
Let's go.
His spin move's probably like a 78, 75-ish. Haven't seen a lot of it. He can probably do it, but
dude, his stop step though, like that's crazy. Like he just
the hezzy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, next play, 10 gun doubles. We're just going to go power T here. Okay. So you're just going to have the tackle pull. I can't remember if it's right or left. I imagine it's probably right. Surely
Holy
it's right.
boat race, Stanford. Jesus.
Yeah. So the tackle I think he's pulling right. I don't think they're pulling left here. So here we go, just out of the 10 gun. Yeah, here comes the tackle, right? Look at the patience. They set up a little bubble on that side, so it was technically RPO. Look at the cutback. Look at the cutback. This was designed to go right. This isn't a misdirection play, right? This is designed to go right. Foot in the ground, cut it all the way back across the grain, outside of the tackle. Oh, I love that block right there. That's not a good look right there, though, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? If you're a defender, you don't want that right there. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they all say. Let's watch the cutback here. Kind of hard not to see that now, right?
Look at that.
Again. Yeah, about took the edge. 7.1 yards per carry, man. All right, next play in Arizona. USC's down by 6 points. At this point in the season, USC was not in the country. They come out in 11 gun dubs, strong right, Z nasty, and we're just going zone dive. I labeled it zone dive. To me, it looks like an inside zone run, kind of like just a dive play, straightforward, pretty cut and dry. But again, the 11, one running back, one tight end, right? Strong side right, so it's strong right. Z nasty, notice the nasty split. And we're just going to go inside right here. So we've seen a lot of power, right? We've seen GT. We've seen just power T. We've seen him run a seam route. We've seen him in the wheel. We've seen him in the speed option. Let's watch him between the tackles right here, just on a simple dive play, right? Yeah. Like that is some serious patience right here. Let's go 25%. It's so much cooler with the music. Look at this. He stops.
Yep.
Shuffle. Check your feet. Shuffle.
Absolutely awesome.
You tried to arm tackle him. That's hilarious.
Oh, boy. Give the ball to the ref.
Look, here's a great look right here. Look at this. So they're kind of going zone, right? That poor nose tackle. Oh, my goodness. You don't want to be down there, right? But look at this patience. Just wait. Little stutter. We're through.
That is amazing.
All right. Next play against Nevada. 11 gun, dub left. We're going Z nasty power G. So this time we're just pulling the guard, okay? Guard's going to pull around right here. So another power play. He's going to kind of work the inside, actually. Just a little pull, work himself out. Yeah, it's nasty, dude. I'm telling you.
Watch it. He does that like where he just barely puts weight on it and then just pauses.
Right. Just enough, too.
Look at that.
Look at the plant. Get out of here.
Dude.
Oh,
that was soaring.
That's a horse collar, sir.
Sir.
Give me that flag. Better.
So my only concern up to this point is we're going to be running a whole lot of zone. Will he be comfortable in zone, right? Now, you see that inside run just a second ago. I want to say yeah. But it kind of feels like, and I could be wrong, I'm no running back specialist here, nor do I play one on TV, but it kind of feels like in Matt LaFleur's scheme, what made Aaron Jones so effective, he would burst, hesitate, burst, right? And I think that Marshawn can do that, but Aaron Jones would really, he would dig in. He would get upfield quick and then make his cut, right? And that's how you get those explosive plays. I think Marshawn can do that. Now, I'm not trying to sit here and say he's going to be as effective as Aaron Jones. I'm just simply trying to compare, apples to apples. That's the only knock here, other than the fumble is, okay, they ran a whole lot of power. Here we are in 11 gun dubs, Y slot left, going power T once again, okay? So I'm pretty sure they're running right here. So the tackle is just going to pull this time and look for work. The tackle hop out, seal the edge, patience, cut. There's that contact balance. Whoop. Oh, Lord have mercy.
He set that juke up. He literally set that juke up at the line of scrimmage almost, or like 5 yards past. So look at him. He's looking at
him right there. Look. He's looking right now.
Yep.
He's going to up. Yeah. Bring that on in here, sir. I need you right here. Just bring it right in here. Watch him set it up on Emilio Stock.
He knows he's got blockers coming from behind him. Once he does this, then he can. I'll just follow him now. Wow.
Yeah. Really impressed me. That was a tie ball game. Notice the time, too, guys. When the game's on the line, think player, not play, right? They have one timeout left. Now we got to roll it back and watch it with context.
Yep.
Look, it's a tie ball game, 28-28, right? They are on the opponent's 30-yard line. All right, they got one timeout, 32 seconds left in the game. Got to get in field goal range. They're not passing the ball. Worried about the clock. When the game's on the line, think player, not play. Let's just go ahead and set up a little RPO smoke, hand it off, let our man do his thing. Again, the juke. He goes from the 18-yard line, which wouldn't be a slam dunk field goal, all the way down to the 6. That's ball game. Right. Watch us pull up the box score, and they missed the field goal. You know what I mean? But, yeah, he did all he could do. I'm pretty sure they hit it, though. All right, next play against Oregon, number 6 team in the country. 10 gun doubles, speed left. Here's another speed option left. Again, what Caleb's going to do, take the snap. He's going to look to run, and he's going to read the first defender that gets to him. If the first defender that gets to him commits to him, then he just pitches it off to Marshawn out here. And this, to me, is a good look at like an outside zone run. See how he does on the edge with space.
Look at all that space.
Yeah. Evan Williams is probably on the field here somewhere.
Have you ever experienced turbulence on a flight and wondered why?
And you can see all the terrain around you. You've got no issue with visibility or anything?
No, everything's peachy.
Maybe you've sat on the tarmac for hours wondering why your plane isn't moving.
Well, we're outside here. They're saying the ramp is closed. They won't let us park because of Air Force One.
Listen in on the conversations between pilots and air traffic controllers on the Air Traffic Out of Control podcast.
510, declaring an emergency. There's smoke in the cabin. I need to make a landing right now on 31 left.
We have the most interesting, wild, and funny ATC recordings you will ever hear. Check out Air Traffic Out of Control wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
He was hurt that play.
He was actually the only one that was able to tackle him right there, Jacob.
All right, here's USC Arizona State. 2nd and 3 play, 11 gun, tray left, power T. So once again, Tackle's going to pull for a power T left right here. 87 completely misses his block. You see it? Tight end up top. Watch the Y is just going to whiff. Watch Marshawn sees it, feels it, get inside.
Look at that.
Right?
Now it kicks it.
And watch him cut it back out.
Wow.
That was my one worry. Was I feel like we've seen a lot of wash down ends, where we've gotten that wall off, and being able to see him read and react to someone setting the edge is nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone else too, if you can just rewind that just real quick. People would say, "Oh, it's only because his wide receivers blocked really well on that play," which they did. But guess who else has wide receivers that are willing to absolutely block their butts off? Throw them into the bench if you're Malik Heath or other guys. You know what I mean?
Look, the tight end whiffs, and that forces Marshawn. He sees it, so he starts left, comes back right, and then goes back left. Right? Watch him avoid it. He just feels it. All right, just a step in. Now let's get back out. All right.
Yeah. Don't like that. Go outside.
Yeah, you're right, man. The wide receivers are blocking right there, boy. Looking good. Again, though, after contact there, Tim got another 4 yards.
Yeah, I was just going to say, the one guy they didn't block, Marshawn just carried him like 4 more yards.
Didn't run to the sideline, engaged in contact.
Yep. Here we are, 10 gun, trips right. Again, 3 wide receivers to the right makes it trips. Okay, assuming that's the personnel is wide receiver. And we're going power GT left. Guard first, tackle second. Going to run left, low power here. That actually kind of looked more like pin and pull, to be honest with you. May have missed that one. Yeah, see how they're pinning? Notice how they're kind of going to the right here. So they're kind of pinning down. There comes the pull. Tackle got lost. It don't matter. Marshawn's like, I'll get in here. Don't worry about it. Oh, Lord have mercy. Tell them what you seen right there, Jacob.
No, we talked about like the ball carrier vision, to be able to slip in between the blocks to evade contact. But when he gets to contact, his contact balance, because he's a bowling ball, guys just the safety or who I think that's a safety. They bounce just literally right out. He goes to make a form tackle.
Bro,
just gets ricocheted right to the ground.
He put everything into it. Look at him. Watch him run back. He's like,
good angle.
Oh,
And then, like Tim said, a guy that
I hope his mama wasn't watching.
Yeah, he definitely may have.
It's like the first day of two-a-days, JV plays against varsity, and the varsity kids have just been waiting all summer, runs the poor dude over.
Yeah. It is one more time.
And then he just finishes again. He makes contact with somebody that's going to try to take him down and falls forward for another 4 or 5 yards.
He's really good at bracing.
Look at this.
Yep.
Somebody come look at this. Look at this.
All right, here we go.
What you look at it?
It's a pretty cool play. 12 gun, strong left, G lead right, misdirection. Okay, so the guard is going to lead right, and they're going to run a little misdirection. So guard, I'm pretty sure it's the opposite guard is going to lead, and with misdirection, take the handoff, cut it back, and it may go inside the guard here. Pulling. See the guard? Actually, was that the center or was that the guard, Emilio? I think that was the that's the guard. That's the guard.
Yeah, that was guard.
So watch him just kind of get in here, a little misdirection, cut it back to the left.
Right.
Gone.
Yep, right. It wasn't a trap. We're not trying to mess with the dude in the interior. We're trying to set that edge with the guard.
Right.
That snap was kind of high too, kind of screwed with their timing. He was able to still get in there.
Look at my man right here. This is Emilio 7 years ago, right?
Oh, we're gonna give him some.
All right, going 10 gun doubles, power T left once again. Tackle's going to pull. We're just going to take it and run left. Probably a little RPO action somewhere. Let's see if we can read the RPO. Yep, bubble up top. See it? Yep. A little bubble action up here. They attack it. You got the hat count on the left. Patience.
Same thing. Same cut.
Wow. Contact balance.
Wow.
Oh, did you see the little helicopter? What's the defender? You got to love it. What's the defender that hits him? Whoop.
I mean, he reminds me of Maurice Jones-Drew. I haven't seen a lot of running backs that have that kind of size but power. And when defenders actually come in, they make a form tackle, and just the inertia and like the fear, like impact of it just moves the other guy back. The defender goes to the ground. And I have to bet that they're like, why did I do that? Remember that clip where is it Chad Ochocinco's trying to do like a reverse crack block on Ray Lewis? And he runs back to the sideline and he's like, I made a mistake. I tried to hit Ray.
He said, I tried to hit Ray. He said, I lost. He was hurting so bad, man. And then afterwards, after he got his breath back, the coach came up to him and said, hey, don't do that no more. Don't do that.
And Ray Lewis turned around like, was there a fly on me? What was that?
Yeah. What was that? The reason I wanted to sit here for a second on this play, you've seen the big gain there, right? Got him in field goal range. Notice the clock inside the middle 8. You're down by 10. Huge play right there, man. Absolutely huge. Get yourself in field goal range. You got another 2 minutes to work with. You got all 3 of your timeouts. Let's try to go in and get 7. Definitely come away with 3 here during the middle 8. It's huge, man. I'm telling you, when they need a play, they went to Marshawn Lloyd. You could tell. Pretty cool. Got that C on his chest too, don't he, fellas?
I was going to say real quick, what does that say about, and I don't want to keep dogging, but I honestly do. That's a great observation that when they needed actual help in like -2 minutes of the game and in the half, they went to their running back a lot.
Yep.
When they have like a lot of yards to go, they'll go to their running back. That to me says a lot about Marshawn Lloyd, but even maybe more about Caleb Williams. Just saying.
And the majority of those plays, Jacob, are RPOs. Like It's not like, like the game's on the line. You got supposedly the best quarterback in college football. You would think it'd be like, hey man, let's set us up a little slot cross. Let's go with a little wolf concept. Let's drive the ball down the field. Instead, it's all right, throw it 3 yards or give the ball to the running back. You know what I mean? Like, I just seems a little odd to me. 12 gun GT power left right here. This is earlier in the Arizona State game. So again, GT power left. You're just going to have the guard and the tackle pull right out of the 12 personnel this time. So they're in kind of a 4-3 look. This would be a good little teaching point since we're kind of going to a 3-4. Notice the front here. Let's take a look at the front. Here's the center, right? So the tight end, it's kind of weird how it's set up to. I'm imagining this is the tight end. So if it is a strong left look, right, then that means they are playing over. Correct, Emilio?
That's what I'm seeing. Because that's another tight end, right? But the second string.
I think it's a smaller. To me, it looks like a receiver that might have been in the tight.
Yeah, and I think you're right on there.
Yeah. So again, the reason we say it's an over is because this tackle's in a one tech. This tackle is in a 3 tech, right? So if the inside defensive tackle is shaded towards the tight end side, the strong side, that's what you call a 4-3 over.
Right, and you would shade over also, potentially because it's the wide side of the field as well.
Absolutely. And again, the reason we try to put this disclaimer out there and go, hey, look, we don't know these college teams' personnel. This could be an extra safety. They could be playing big nickel, right? And we don't know that. We're assuming that's a linebacker. So that's why, again, regardless, it's still an over front. But when we say 4-3 over, we're assuming these are all linebacker here. So in that case, if this is the strong side of your formation, this is just a receiver that's kind of a closer split. That would make him the Sam, him the Mike, him the Will, right? So, all right, little GT power left. Gets completely cut off. Look at that. Like there's nothing there. There's nothing there. They do a great job. They being Arizona State. They blow this play out. This is what we talk about, spill it. Watch them spill this. Attack the pulling offensive lineman. Put your face in the fan, right? Don't matter. Marshawn just patient, bounced it out. Yeah. See what he gets right here at the end.
And gets up. Right. The only thing that I'm a little hesitant about is that, he just seems that in college, the automatic option for him is just to do that stutter step, plant, or just kick it outside, and its speed lets him do that. I don't know if he's going to be able to get away with that, but it is encouraging that we see him sometimes when he kicks it up inside too. He seems like he still is able to make those cuts, uses that vision. And then like we've talked about, he's very patient when the blocks are leading in front of him. So I'm still really excited. It is just a little bit like all of his highlights are him just being like, no, go outside, kick it up, and then just outrun everyone.
And it's kind of what we've talked about with every prospect we broke down too, right? Like it's like this is college. Who knows if they're going to be able to do it at the pro level? We're not watching these highlights and breaking it down going, oh, this dude, he's going to be great in the NFL. We're showing here's what he did good at college. Now, how does he project to the NFL? That's going to be the big question. So what you're saying is exactly spot on, Jacob. Like, players in the NFL are going to be so much faster, man. So much faster. Here we are in 11 gun, Trey Wright, T screen. So here's a little screen pass. All right, watch him set it up. Patient. All right, let's set it up. Got a tackle out there. That's why we refer to as T screen. Patience, cut it back in, back out. So he went inside, outside, got the first down.
Put so much exaggeration into that. He almost threw himself off balance.
Right, yeah, no doubt. All right, next play, 10 gun doubles. We're going pin and pull, GT left, right? See, these guys are going to pull. You see the line. Notice how they're blocking down. They're pinning, right? Pin, pull, GT left. Let's watch them here. Patient. Oh, Lord. You kidding me? You can't call a better defensive play against a GT pin and pull. Look at this extra defender, but he's unaccounted for, right? Mm-hmm. And notice Marshawn Lloyd doesn't panic. He's just going to get the ball. All right, let me get inside. Excuse me, sir. Now let's bounce it back out. Beautiful.
That guy got roasted in the film room.
Oh yeah. No
how did you not make contact?
And they probably did leave him unblocked to begin with because it should have been hit with the pin and pull. It should have been hit by the guard pulling that first guy, but couldn't even get over there in time.
Yeah, we'll go rapid fire on these last few. I'm going to go 75% because we're up against the clock. 11 gun, bunch nasty, nub right, GT power right. All right, so again, what's nub right? Well, first of all, you got the bunch nasty, right? Nasty split, bunch set, kind of that half diamond approach. You got your tight end on the right side. He's the only person on that side of the field, and he's attached to the offensive line. That's what we call nub. That's the nub tight end. All right, so he's nub right. 11 gun, bunch nasty, nub right, GT, power right. So we're going to go to the strong side, I'm pretty sure here, and you're going to have the guard and the tackle pull, right? And you're right, Emilio. We've seen several times the GT's gotten cut off, right? They've done a good job attacking. That's how you beat power. You got to attack you got to beat them to the point of attack. You've got to spill it, right? And you see right here, they're kind of going inside. It's almost like that almost looked like a pull-in duo action, right? Like vertical. It's still a power play because they're actually moving over a lane, but they're staying to the inside. It's almost like a little A gap look, like a little A gap right here. See how the guard tries to stay inside? Looks like duo, but he did skip a lane. So great run by Marshawn.
Yeah, weird hesitation there. Yeah, I like that.
Definitely. All right, next play, 11 gun double, strong right. We're going duo. To me, this looked like duo. No one is switching lanes. Duo is what we call vertical power. You know how we've been showing you power where they're actually moving over, from their original lane, right? Their original gap, if you will, whether it's the tackle blocking the B gap inside or the guard blocking the A gap and vice versa. With duo, it's the same type of thing. You're getting a double team, hence the word duo, and then one break off and get to the next level, right? It's vertical power. You're blocking through the first defender to get to your spot with the second. Watch how these guys kind of get downfield. See it? Look at that.
Cool.
Look at that.
That tackle was so lost. Dude had absolutely nobody to blow. You see him just he ran so far downfield.
He looks pretty good there, right?
76. Look at him. Dude, what am I
doing? Myers. Sorry, I had to. Notice the end of here, how Marshawn finishes. Bang, right? So he's hit at the 38-yard line? Mm-hmm. Let's see where he gets tackled. So he got another 5 yards, didn't he? 4 to 5 yards. It's always falling for. You notice how you don't see any of these where he gets stonewalled? Even on a big gain, sometimes you see somebody just get lit up. You don't see it on any of these. 10 gun doubles, power or GT power right. That's set up pretty. Look at that inside. Little hop step. Oh, Lord have mercy. How many guys he make miss right there? Because there's two got a beat on him, don't they? Right here. I mean, he's got him in his grasp. You're going to see him hit the turf right there. Little head banging action, right?
Yep.
Boom. Boom.
Just got done watching.
Again, another 4 yards.
Pete's still moving too. Even when he's getting wrapped up, he's still got the wheels turning. I love it.
Yeah. 10 gun doubles, RPO, bubble right, GT, power left. Show the bubble off one side, right? You already engaged at the line of scrimmage. and then run the GT off the opposite side. Now, you see they've got a beat up here, right? Might see Evan Williams in here somewhere. Look at this guy. He's got the outside. Let's see how Marshawn handles this, right? Beat him to the punch. Let's just hug inside here. Patience. Set up the block. Oh, Lord.
See? That's it. I mean, he's got to move.
You know what number Evan Williams was?
He was thorough.
He wasn't 7, was he?
No.
Didn't he wear 30?
I want to say 30.
I think it was in the 30s. Bang. That's stiff arm, man.
It also looks like it was not last year. It looks like it was the year before, maybe. Too.
Gotcha. Probably wasn't. But did he spend 2 years at SC? I was thinking he was at South Carolina. I could be wrong, though. Not sure. Anyway, last play looks like 12 gun twins. This is a cool look. Strong left. We're just going mid-zone right. To me, this looks like inside zone, so we talk about it. The only 2 plays that I assume is zone and inside mid-zone, what we call mid-zone, were both inside the 10-yard line. So they did run a little bit of that. And again, just to kind of outline this formation, 12, right? One running back, 2 tight ends, right? Mm-hmm. And we're going strong left. The tight ends are on the left side. And, of course, it's 12-gun twins, strong left, mid-zone right. 12-gun twins, that's your twins right there. 2 wide receivers out on the same side, right? So you're just going to give Marshawn all this space over here if you need it. But, again, it's going to be a mid-zone. So you just kind of pick your spot, plunge this thing in for 6. To me, it looks like zone. I could be wrong, though. See how they're kind of working right.
Mm-hmm.
Touchdown.
Well, I'm happy that I saw a couple of zones, Clayton, because – it's weird seeing all that pulling and everything. I hope we actually get into that a little bit more instead of just sifting.
Yeah. And they could, man. You never know. That might be on the agenda, right? So there you go. That's Chalk Talk, Marshawn Lloyd. Got a bunch of people in here, man. Good stuff. If you guys would take a second, hit that like button for us on YouTube so other Packer fans can find this channel, find this content. That'll help boost the algorithm just a bit. If you're on Twitter, feel free to click on my profile. You'll see a YouTube link there where you can hop over there and sub to the channel and get notifications whenever we go live. We typically go live every day. So thoughts, everybody. I know we got a bunch of chats marked in here. I don't know if we'll have time to get to them. We could probably go rapid fire here. Yeah.
Most of them are rapid fire stuff. I just didn't want to interrupt a lot of the stuff that's projected on the screen. So I was going to say something to the guys in the chat. When we do Chalk Talks, keep your comments going, because what we'll do is probably just comment on them at the end if we can, because there's a lot of good stuff that's still – especially when we focus on one player, you can go back and still just breeze over it quick.
Right. Let's go rapid fire here. We got Seth Reuter in the house. Obviously, Seth's the one who went to the game with us. Jacob, good to see Seth.
What's up, buddy?
He says, on all the Packernet podcasts, I'm getting tons of Home Depot commercials. Emilio made a phone call that night, boys. I'm telling you, something happened.
Talk to the Milwaukee rep today.
We were live on the draft party. And Emilio's over chatting with a Home Depot rep trying to get some advertisement going. Lo and behold, they just start popping up. Spoken into existence. 2-0 for this in the chat. Said, I'm drunk, show up late, and first thing I hear is like a rat on acid tonight. Followed by the Jeff Halfley gif. Hit him with it, Tim. I know you got it handy.
Thick, baby.
He said, goodness.
Thick.
Love it. All right, Omer in the chat. Good to see you, buddy. He said he just better hold on to the ball. His downfall has been fumbles. Omer, glad you're in here being a ray of sunshine, buddy. Good to see you.
Thick.
Mr. Maki Riggs says thick as a brick.
Thick.
M. Smitty 1386 says that thick clip is Emilio's new ringtone sound for when you shake him all side.
Thick. I'm the one that controls this.
Oh my God, dude.
Thick.
That M. Smitty said that. I was laughing at that earlier, dude.
Paul Robertson says we now have 2 running backs that can run between the tackles at the goal line. Amen. Omer in the chat said this could be the best duo in the NFL by the end of the season if Jacobs is all you people keep telling he is. See, there it is again.
Thick.
We just got through saying this is what he did in college, right? All right, anyway. Dick in the chat says if Monk and Morgan are pushing to start and are both the next man up to start next season, good picks. Amen to that.
Right.
I'm hearing good things about Monk, man. I wouldn't be surprised if the offensive line is the same one we marched out there last year, just because they got kind of that continuity and everything and looking to build off what they did last year. But at the same time, man, I'm rooting for Jacob Monk and I'm rooting for Jordan Morgan to just come in and if anything, like we always talk about, create more competition, right? Adam in the chat said, upgraded at running back this year, boys. Let's get it. Think about that. That's a good question. Let's go around the horn with that. Do you guys think we upgraded at running back? Obviously, we lost Aaron Jones, but you gained Josh Jacobs. Hopefully, it's the 2022 Josh Jacobs, not the 2023 Josh Jacobs. And then you add a Marshawn Lloyd, what's probably going to be the number 2 running back, right? And you still got A.J. Dillon and Emmanuel Wilson, who you guys know we absolutely love on this pod. What do you think, Tim? You think we upgraded the running back position this year, or do you think we took a step back?
It looks that way right now, right? I mean, we certainly got a little younger. Also, I think time will tell if it's a full-on upgrade. But I'll tell you, I feel really good about our running back room right now. I had said that a few weeks ago on the pod. You know, it's very rare that you lose a guy like an Aaron Jones, and then you're still excited about your running back room. I mean, they absolutely crushed free agency and crushed the draft. This is going to be an exciting year. So I think it does. It looks like we upgraded a little bit right now, but we'll have to see how it plays out.
Definitely. Emilio, what do you think, man?
Dude, I think our room, I definitely think they're going to be better. Yeah, I love Aaron Jones. The dude is a man, but the thing is we got younger, we got more talent in there. And age is a number, but it's a pretty important number in the NFL, right? So I think that's going to allow them to kind of grow and succeed together, and I think that's going to help them sort of in the long run.
Yeah, and if I understand correctly, the reality of the Josh Jacobs signing is if he doesn't go back to the 2022 form this year, basically you're on the hook for $12 million. So you paid him $12 million for 1 year, and then you move on. That's essentially what happens. So what do you think, Jacob? You think the running back room got better, worse, or stayed the same, man?
I think that when you look at it just through the schematics, that I think it got better based on the scenarios. Now, A.J. Dillon is on a contract year, which we pay him nothing. So if he balls out, he has to for his livelihood, basically, which sounds a little harsh. But Jacobs needs to secure the fact that we just paid him all that money and that he could be another, like, best running back in the league. And again, we just got Marshawn Lloyd, who's on a contract that we don't have to pay him for a long time, and he's got all the talent and upside in the world. So in that aspect, I think and all 3 guys can show that they can catch the ball. I think all 3 guys have shown they can be at least good or decent in pass coverage or pass protection. So, yeah, I think we did get better. And Emmanuel Wilson, we haven't talked about him. That's another dark horse in the, there that we're not talking. So
he's going to have another training camp under his belt too, man. It's going to be huge. Yep. Dave's MX6 in the chat says, you know who had fumbling issues in college and fixed it in the pros? Jonathan Allen. There you go, man. It's a good pull.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Omer in the chat said, Mike Wall reviewed him and said many of the fumbles were trying to make too much out of nothing. He learns and matures. He'll fix the fumbles, I believe. Yeah, I mean, you've seen him making a whole lot out of nothing on that clip for sure, so I can see that being the case, definitely. 2-0 for this says, the best advice I ever got was, quote, watch the hips. Because as a running back in the day, I knew that's exactly how I could take defenders out of the play. Let's go. What are you laughing about, Amelia? What the hell's your problem?
Watch the hip. Watch the hips applies to every sport, man.
It really does. Watch that belly button, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's what she said.
Coach Lynn in the chat said, can he flex into the slot? I'm excited to see him develop in that area. That's a good point. We didn't see him in the slot at all, did we?
Not really.
On any of those clips. So that's a great question, Coach Lynn, because that is something that Aaron Jones did a lot. I think Josh Jacobs can big time. Coming out of college, he was great. I mean, a great receiving back. So I kind of feel like Marshawn Lloyd is kind of like to me, looks like Josh Jacobs light, and I don't mean like lighter weight wise. I just mean like a less, mature, right? Obviously Josh Jacobs is more seasoned. But yeah, I think Josh Jacobs would definitely be that guy we could put in the slot.
Lloyd looks good on the swing passes though. And coming off the edge like that. So maybe they'll be complimentary in that area.
You've seen him in that flat that he turned into a wheel route, caught that in a little bit of traffic, right? Underthrown ball. You've seen him go down the seam with the play action go. Ball thrown behind him because Caleb Williams is a horrible quarterback.
Right.
Sorry. Had to get it in there.
He was able to make that adjustment.
I think there's a chance that he could flex out in the slot for sure. We'll see, though. Nightwing in the chat says, MFL, talking about Matt LaFleur, I'm assuming, likes run plays out of shotgun. This is a great pickup if it translates well to the pros. That's a good point. We do love the run out of the gun, right? Because we know that because many fans complained about it. So running out of the gun, it's going to be what's your problem, Jacob? Seeing you shake your head.
Nothing. No. Emilio likes to play this new game that he all of a sudden developed where he'll just text me and tries to
get you to laugh.
As I'm watching the chat, as I'm trying to be engaged as a host here, Emilio tries to, you know what, Emilio, why don't you chill out, man?
I'll tell you this. You're trying to be professional, Jacob. You're with the wrong damn crowd here, but I promise you. Ain't going to happen here.
Sick.
That's exactly it.
Anything else? Jacob, you got anything you want to add, Bubba?
No.
What was that? You constipated? What's going on over there?
I'll be out. I think it's a Friday night. I can do it. And I think I got Saturday and Sunday mornings. Otherwise, I might not be able to be on an actual show until next week, maybe sometime. So
unbelievable, man.
Oh, wait, are we doing a drawing? Are we doing a drawing? Are we supposed to do a drawing?
Give me a percentage, bro. I need like what?
85% of the time it works 100% of the time.
65%. 65%. That's what
What's wrong?
We were gonna do the giveaway tomorrow because the schedule release was supposed to happen, Jacob. But since that got pushed back,
Well, let's save it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we could do it whenever you want.
Let's just give more people time to get on Patreon. By next Thursday, we'll have it. We'll be ready to roll.
Yeah, let's start promoting it. I'll take some pictures, polish her up. I won't polish it.
I just immediately thought of the Jeffrey Dahmer documentary. So relax. I just want to take some pictures.
Oh my God.
All right. Everybody have a good night. Yeah. Tim, help me out here. Please.
Still laughing.
For those of you listening on the pod,
wash your hands, wash your butt, man. That's it. That's all.
So thank you for making us a part of your day. Look at Emilio.
Thick.
Unbelievable, man.
It's off season. Hey, it's off season. We're not talking about our favorite Sundays and all that kind of, crap.
Go still.
Now you're repping still. You got no consent.
All right, guys. Thank y'all for hanging out with us, putting up with us. This is what you do in the off season, man. You have a little bit of fun, right?
For those of you listening on the pod, there we
go. If you don't like us having fun, just don't tell anybody about it. Okay, that's what we would appreciate. So. We'll see you tomorrow night. We'll be back at 7 Central, 8 Eastern for PTA Live. I'm sure we'll have a couple things to talk about. We had some position coaches that spoke today, so we might get into that. Also, I've got Tyron Hopper Chalk Talk ready to roll, so we'll dive into it next. I was impressed. I ain't gonna lie. Again, it's highlight reel, so it's all the positives. But he did some really good stuff, man. Showed some good instinct, showed some good burst. I was pretty impressed. Now, again, many people have a lot of questions about his tackling ability. You won't see it on this Chalk Talk because he really did. He tackled well. But, again, it's more of the positives as opposed to let's find 3 good, 3 bad, that type of thing. So, that being said, we're out of here. Appreciate y'all making us a part of your day. As always, let's go out and be the change we want to see in the world and go Pack Go. Hey, laugh a little bit tonight, all right, gang? Laugh a little bit. It's okay. You can smile. Have fun. All right. See y'all tomorrow.
The power sweep actually is the lead play in our offense. We ask our YN or a tight end to open up somewhere between 6 feet and 9 feet, get an isolation with the linebacker. Tell the tackle to take the defensive end if he's over him. If he's not, to drive down on the first man to his inside. If the YN has the linebacker taken out, he cuts inside. If the YN has the linebacker in, he comes all the way around. If you look at this play, what we're trying to get is a seal here and a seal here. Try to run this play in the alley.